The doors of perception. If the loop of communication has any beginning, it starts with our senses. As Aldous Huxley pointed out, the doors of perception are the senses, our eyes, nose, ears, mouth and skin, and these are our only points of contact with the world. Even these points of contact are not what they seem. Take your eyes, for example, your windows on the world. Well, they are not windows at any rate, nor even a camera. Have you ever wondered why a camera can never catch the essence of the visual image that you see? The eye is much more intelligent than a camera. The individual receptors, the rods and cones of the retina, respond not to the light itself, but to changes or differences in the light. Consider the apparently simple task of looking at one of these words. If your eye and the paper were perfectly still, the word would disappear as soon as each rod had fired in response to the initial black or white stimulus. In order to keep sending information about the shape of the letters, the eye flickers minutely and rapidly so that the rods at the boundary of black and white keep on being stimulated. In this way we continue to see the letter. The image is projected upside down onto the retina, coded into electrical impulses by the rods and cones and reassembled from these by the visual cortex of the brain. The resulting picture is then projected out there, but it is created deep inside the brain. So we see through a complex series of active perceptual filters. The same is true of our other senses. The world we perceive is not the real world, the territory. It is the map made by our neurology. What we pay attention to in the map is further filtered through our beliefs, interests and preoccupations. We can learn to allow our sense to serve us better. The ability to notice more and make finer distinctions in all the sense can significantly enrich the quality of life, and is an essential skill in many work areas. A wine taster needs a very discriminating palate. A musician needs the ability to make fine auditory distinctions. A mason or woodcarver must be sensitive to the feel of his materials to release the figure imprisoned in the stone or wood. A painter must be sensitive to the nuances of color and shape. Training of this nature is not so much seeing more than others as knowing what to look for, learning to perceive the difference that makes the difference. The development of a rich awareness in each of our physical senses and sensory acuity, and an explicit goal of NLP training.